What's up, you guys? Jedi Master Josh here, and today we're going to be opening up the brand new premium super, not just premium, but super premium collection from Prismatic Evolutions. It's got this wonderful Terra Eevee on the box. Comes with a whole bunch of packs, comes with a promo card, comes with like a deck box and a playmat. It's actually a really awesome product. Now, the problem with this product is that at MSRP is at $90, but no matter where you go, no matter who you're trying to buy it from, you can't seem to get it for any less than $200 or $250 unless you get lucky and you just so happen to swing by a GameStop or a Target or a Walmart or a Meijer or whatever, and just so happen to find one on the shelf at MSRP. But the thing about these, since the release of Celebrations Ultra Premium Collection, that was like a huge problem. The way that the Ultra Premium Collection came out for Celebrations, it was extremely underprinted, and that is still very expensive to this day. PokeRev just did a video talking about the $500 the Celebrations box, blah blah blah, and that's the box I'm talking about. And after that happened, basically every UPC or anything that's kind of like this product has been overprinted because of the way that happened. So we can look at like the Charizard UPC as an example. The Charizard UPC was getting sold in pre-orders for upwards of $400 in the pre-order stage, and then so many of them hit the market that they sat on shelves and nobody wanted to buy them because, I personally bought a whole bunch of them for like $70 a piece, maybe $80 a piece at one point. They were super, super cheap. And and I can see that being the same case with most of these other UPCs. So any of the other UPCs that are out on the market, there's a bunch of them out there. You're going to see more of them. And Terapagos is still new enough. We'll see more of those come out. The Greninja EX one is one that I haven't gotten my hands on that I'd be interested in. We're going to get into the box. Hold on, you guys. I'm talking. All right. The Greninja EX Ultra Premium Collection is one that was a GameStop exclusive. That's one that I'd really like to still get. But here we are with the Super Premium Collection from Prismatic. And the one thing about this is it's got some items in it that are going to be hard for Pokemon to mass produce. So I don't know how it's going to work with the stock of this, but I can imagine you guys will be able to purchase this. So don't go paying the $250 or $300 or whatever people are getting crazy over. Just hold off, be patient. I was lucky enough to get this from my LGS. They were charging closer to the market price. They were still well under market price, thankfully, but I definitely didn't get this at MSRP. So we're gonna go ahead and dig in. We're gonna see what's going on, but I'm very excited. Let's see. We got this wonderful flap to open, and we're gonna start with. Let's start on this side over here. We got some sleeves to start with. We got Eevee and all the Eeveelutions on the sleeve there. That's pretty awesome. This is really good artwork, and these would be really cool sleeves if you were like building the Eevee decks. There's a Flareon box and a Sylveon box and so on and so forth that you can build that are competitive decks that you can play right now. And this would be pretty cool to sleeve them with, but I don't think I'll ever sleeve any decks with these. I'll just hold on to these and keep them as part of my sleeves collection. But what do we got, or what else we got hiding in here? Let's just jump into this deck box. All right, the deck box is quite interesting. Now, the one thing that I joked about with someone about the deck box, or we were joking about, was this tag. It's like, you have this nice deck box. The deck box is cool. It's people will think it's cute and stuff like that. It's got ears on it, whatever. It's a cool deck box, but then you just got this tag dangling out of it. Like the tag is, this needs to go. So I mean, I'm sure you can just rip this off, and if you have to, you might need to restitch this this corner here. But if you tear it off right, I'm sure you won't have to worry about that. Either way, but that's pretty awesome. It's a Velcro shut, and then it's a full flip top. That's pretty sweet. Okay, we'll throw that off to the side. It's actually just landed right next to the Eevee pouch. Wonderful. All right, and then we got our promo card here. This is awesome. So this could be pulled from the Terastal Festival EX, but we couldn't pull this from Prismatic Evolutions in English. So this is awesome. This is the way we're getting this card, is as a promo in this Super Premium Collection, which was something that was already discussed ahead of time. I think most people already knew that was the case. And it looks like it comes in this, like, it's almost like a hold, like a stand. Oh yeah, it is. It's actually a stand. You can stand this up if you want. I don't think we're going to stand it up in the background for the video, but I do kind of want to get it out of here, which I don't know what the best... Okay, so it slides up and out like this, and there's a code card with it. I'm going to try and hold on to that code card. Somebody might have already sniped it, but who cares? And so yeah, there we go. We've got our super premium collection promo EVEX with Rainbow DNA. It can evolve to any Pokemon EX that evolves from this Pokemon EX. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and throw that into a sleeve, and we can put that into the pull pool now. All right, that's gonna sit up there behind the box for now. We're digging through the rest of this stuff. Okay, so it looks like there's just like... All right, so this is just the rest of the cardboard junk. We'll throw that off to the side. This is a big piece of cardboard junk. Throw that off to the side. And then we've got the playmat here. I'm not going to open up the playmat. But the playmat is, it's got all the evolutions on it. In fact, actually, on this piece of cardboard here, we can look at what the playmat looks like. So there's the playmat there. And I just went ahead and set it off to the side. But yeah, the playmat's cool. The playmat's awesome. In fact, I already had people offering me $20 for just the playmat. So if you guys are looking to... get one of these, but you want to cut your cost down, you could like sell the deck box, and you could sell the playmat separately to somebody, or multiple people, whoever, whatever, and hopefully recoup some of your costs that way. But then we have a big stack of packs here. All right, let's get this box out of the way and dig into these packs. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what I'm most excited for. I haven't opened a bunch of Prismatic Evolutions. In fact, I've kind of been swearing it off because of the way the market is, and it just doesn't really feel good going out and trying to buy it, or paying the secondary market prices for it, or anything like that. And I don't really want to promote it too much to people, because I don't want people going out there and spending the money on this stuff. But if this is a way to get somebody to watch the video, so I can have some way to say, hey, don't go buy this, be patient with it, don't spend the secondary market prices on these things, blah blah blah, then that's what this video is going to be all about. Basically, we don't pull anything, and people watch and they get that little bit out of this video. That's all it's worth to me. But before we get started, if you guys want, down in the description, I will have the Rattle Discord posted down there. If you join the Rattle Discord, there's a free restock notification bot in there. So anytime Target, Walmart, the Pokemon Center, and other places get restocks, you can get notified for those restocks. And as long as you're quick enough, you should be able to jump in there. You're fighting against other bots. You're fighting against 50,000 people in the Discord right now, but there's hundreds of people every day that get product from these restocks. So definitely join the Rattle Discord. It'll be in the description. Let's go ahead and dig in. All right, we got our first pack. There's like 15 packs or something like that. I didn't count them. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, yeah, so 15 packs. I wasn't sure if it was 14 or 15, but 15. Okay, 15 packs. That's a lot of packs. We can get lucky. There's God packs. To pull a God pack would be insane. That would actually be really, really cool. I'm not holding my breath. I'm not crossing any fingers that that's going to happen, but there's a code card for you guys. Toss that code card off to the side. Let's see if we can get lucky. We got Larvitar to start off with. Now, I was just at some pre-releases for Destined Rivals earlier today, and what? Look at that. We got an error pack. This Area Zero Underdepths was upside down and backwards. Nutso. Okay, we got Bug Catching set. We've got a Pokeball Houndoom to start it off. Not too bad. I love the Pokeball and Master Ball reverses. Everyone cried and whined and complained that they weren't in English sets when they were in Japanese sets during 151 and so on and so forth. And now that we have them in English sets, everyone's just like, these are worth nothing to people now. They don't care. It's like, this is not a hit to people when they're opening. I don't understand. You give people what they want, and then it's just, you can't give them what they want. I don't know. I love it. This is great. So we'll put that up here in the pool, and then we get an Area Zero Underdepths. This is super playable, so this is great to have as a reverse. And Dunsparce, which is also super playable with a Hollow Energy. These are hits to me, so I'm going to make like a separate pile. Let's make a separate pile for the Jedi Master Josh hits. That's those are I got a whole stack of Hollow Energies. If you guys don't want your Hollow Energies, let me know, and I'll get you some information so you can send them to me or something like that. Let's go ahead and dig into our next pack here. All right, we got plenty of packs. Stop yapping, stop goofing off, jump into these packs. There's a code card for you guys. Let me know if you pull something good from those code cards. Let's see if we get lucky, though. We got Noibat to start off with. Black Belt's Training. Dusclops, very good. Dusclops is very playable. Ooh, Earthen Vessel. That's a super, super good card. All right, we got Dipplin. We've got another Pokeball, Roaring Moon. Now, this Ancient Box deck before rotation was really good, and it seemed to do very well, but after rotation, it just hasn't seemed to catch its footing again. Even so, this is a great pull, just in case the Ancient Box deck just so happens to find its way back into the meta somehow, some way. This is great. We'll go ahead and put that up into the pool there. We got a Goldeen, and we've got a Glaceon EX. Not too bad. Just the basic rare, just the basic, but that's okay. We need that for the binder. All right, go ahead and throw that up in the pool, and we got ourselves not hollow Dark Energy. All right, cool. Sometimes the Dark Energies and the Dark type Pokemon, when they're reverses, it's kind of hard to tell. So I had to look at that one a little bit closer. But okay, we got our next pack here. We got plenty of packs to go. I kind of got to open this up for our pools here. Okay, we're good. All right, let's see what we got. Now, Prismatic Evolutions has been out for a little while now. I imagine that the print run for it is still going to be very long. Like, Crown Zenith is still seeing, product get released today. And we're so far from Crown Zenith, which is crazy. And Prismatic Evolutions Pokemon sees the way that this stuff goes on. They see what's happening in the market, so they're gonna, follow that, and they're gonna make up for it. We got Dusknoir, and we got ourselves a Psychic Energy. All right, not too bad. But yeah, so you can imagine that this stuff is gonna get printed to the moon. There's gonna be tons of Prismatic Evolutions. There's gonna be a bunch of stuff that we're gonna get, like the big box store, like Costco and Sam's Club. They're gonna get their crazy Prismatic Evolutions box at some point. Just like they got the 151 and Crown Zenith one and so on and so forth. It's going to happen. And there's a code card for you guys. Let's see if we can get luckier here. I haven't pulled any special illustration rares from the set, so to pull one would be pretty sick. All right, let's see. We got Area Zero Underdepths. We just keep pulling the Area Zero Underdepths. We've seen so many of them. We got Larvitar, we got Fluttermane, and still no more Hollow Energies. That's okay. I'll take the Hollow Energies, as many as they want to give me. But all right. We're moving into our fifth pack here. We're 1/3 of the way through the opening. But you guys let me know in the comments what you think about Prismatic Evolutions. What's your favorite card? What's your favorite set that's coming out so far? What you think about Destined Rivals? Yeah, pre-releases for Destined Rivals. That's what we were talking about. I was at two pre-releases earlier today. Destined Rivals is looking pretty awesome. If you guys are, looking to get into pre-releases, just go to Pokemon.com. They have event low. Ooh, we get ourselves an Eevee Pokeball reverse. That's really awesome. That's pretty sick. We definitely want that. If you're ever going to play an Eevee deck, you're definitely going to want those in there. And plus, it's Eevee. That's going to be great for a binder. We got another Eevee. We got the reverse Eevee behind it. And we got a Hydrapple EX. I haven't really seen too much of what this does. So once during your turn, attach a basic grass energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon. If you attach energy to a Pokemon in this way, deal 30 damage from this Pokemon. All right, okay, it's a lot to take in, but it's pretty cool. All right, we got ourselves a Hollow Grass Energy. That's going in my pull pile over here. Heck yeah! All right, we're gonna put that off to the side, and let's see if we can keep up this good luck. But yeah, no, Destined Rivals pre-releases, they're going on for $30. That's what most places cost. Some of them they charge a little bit differently, but it's $30 in most situations. For $30, you'll wind up getting a total of 7 packs of Destined Rivals. You start off with 4 packs and a pre-built deck for the pre-release, and as you play, you should get 1 pack per round. A lot of places are just handing out all 3 packs at the very end. To get people to stick around and actually play, and participate in the event, because if not, people would just show up and take their stuff and run right now, especially with the way the scalpers are and everything like that. But the events are really fun. If you guys actually play the game, or you have thought about playing the game or anything like that, definitely check out a pre-release. It's a ton of fun. It's a good way to get started. There's a lot of people that, already play the game that are going to be there. And there's people like myself. I'm a professor. And so when I show up to these things, I'm more than happy to help teach someone how to play the game and walk through turns with them as we're playing, because I'd rather, somebody learn and have some fun than worry about winning a match that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't matter if you win a pre-release, So I'm there to have fun, and it is a ton of fun. I'd recommend you guys definitely check it out if you ever get the chance. We got ourselves another Dark Energy. We got the Espeon rare. We'll take that. Espeon as a rare. Gonna need that for the binder at some point, I'm sure, if I haven't pulled it yet. I have no clue. I am trying to stay away from Prismatic Evolutions completely, just so, let the hype dive down. Let it dive down. The thing is that right now everyone's kind of, on and on about Prismatic and Surging Sparks, and Destined Rivals is catching a lot of hype as well. Journey Together did for a moment, and it's like all of a sudden Journey Together, like nobody cares about Journey Together or something. It's crazy. But yeah, we get ourselves the Dipplin Pokeball Reverse. Check that out. Now, this Festival lead deck is pretty interesting as well. So to have the Pokeball Reverse of this is great if I ever want to build this deck. I have all the pieces for it, so I can have myself a special little Dipplin in there as well. Behind that, we have a Houndoom Reverse and another Dunsparce. I'll definitely take that. We get a Lightning Energy for my pull pool over here. Heck yeah. All right, we'll throw that off to the side. All right. I love those hollow energies. I'll take them. Take them all. All right. Keep moving. But yeah, pre-releases are a ton of fun. Definitely get out there. Check it out. They should be going on all this weekend and all next weekend. I'm trying to get this video uploaded by Saturday night. So if you guys see it, then it's all this weekend, all next weekend. I think we got ourselves an ace spec. Okay, I got a little excited there. I think it's an ace spec, but I don't know. There's something shining back there. So let's come on. Wish us some luck. We got Black Belts training, Fan Rotom. This is showing a lot of play, tons and tons of play right now. Terrabox and Roaring Moon, not Roaring Moon, Raging Bolt. That's what I meant to say. And then in a bunch of other decks as well, just because it has so much utility. You know, you can find your way to a bunch of different support Pokemon just from this one Fan Rotom, and just nest ball it into play, and bang, you're running. So we got ourselves a Glass Trumpet, Binding Mochi, Executor, and there it is. We got a Prime Catcher, which is probably one of the best ace specs you can pull. This might be the best ace spec in the format. It's hard to say. There's, you know, a couple of them that get tossed around in the conversation, but Prime Catcher is just one of those ace specs that you could literally put it in any deck and it's going to be beneficial in some way. With the ability here, it says switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. If you do, switch your active Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. This is just a free gust in the form of an item, and a switch too if you need the switch. You know, I mean, obviously you have to perform the switch if you choose to use the gust, but in those situations, you just find your way around a retreat or another switch or something like that. Even so, this is just a wonderful, wonderful ace spec to pull. I talked enough about it. All right, we got Hawlucha, and we got a Jolteon EX. Not too bad. Add that to the pull pool. I actually don't have very many of the evolutions yet, so to get any of them right now is helpful for my binder. It's good for my binder because I'm going to need them, right? Need them to fill out the binder. All right, we're moving on to the next pack here. We've got Umbreon and Espeon on this pack. Not too bad. We got a few packs left. Like I said, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. You know, Prismatic Evolutions, Destined Rivals, and the next thing. This is what's crazy. We've already got information about the black and white sets that are coming out after Destined Rivals. It's going to be a two-piece set, so it's like there's going to be like a black portion and a white portion, you know, and it's going to be crazy. There's 156 Pokemon in black and white, and they made each Pokemon be in the set, and every Pokemon has an illustration rare of some form or something like that. It's sounding crazy. But beyond that, next year is the 30th anniversary. Dude, we're getting into some crazy, crazy stuff. I don't know if we're ready for it. We got ourselves a Water Energy. I'm ready for it. It's exciting. It's really exciting. The thing is like, so it is true. The market is kind of difficult. Things are hard to obtain, so on and so forth. But the market is just is one of those things you kind of have to, you got to work your way around. You got to find some way to adapt around it. But beyond adapting around the market, the trading card game itself, the hobby, is exploding. Tons of people are coming in, and the game itself, they're just releasing banger after banger after banger. Each one of these sets, I mean, Modern has been so incredibly good to us. It's insane. And you know, you get those people that argue back and forth, which is better, Modern or Vintage, and it's hard to say now, you know, I mean, because Modern has just been so good to us with the artworks and, you know, everything about it, the different rarities, so on and so forth. We get another Pokeball Reverse here, Black Belt's training. We get a Dunsparce to go with our Dunsparces. We need that. We get a Vaporeon and a holographic Psychic Energy. You know, we have 4 different holographic energies now, and there's 4 packs remaining. We could pull one of each holographic energy. Now, it's not likely, but if we do, that would be insane. Either way, all right, we're moving along. But yeah, so there's a ton of stuff coming down the pipeline, tons of things to be hyped and excited about. And if Pokemon keeps releasing, something good after something good after something good after something good, there's just no way people are going to be able to keep up with it. And the stuff that gets old or is just not as interesting to the sneakerheads and stuff like that, that stuff is going to wind up coming down in price. It's going to be more available and it's going to be more abundant. And Pokemon themselves has said they're going to print. They're going to print and print and print. So I would just, like I said, stay patient. Ooh, we get ourselves a special illustration rare Wellspring Ogerpon EX. Not too bad. All right. I was hoping we could get a special illustration rare out of this box, and it looks like we did get lucky. We got ourselves the Wellspring Ogerpon EX. I'll definitely take that. Don't have it, so it's going in the binder. I know it's not the best one possible, but this is still... This is awesome. This is great. Okay, we're good. Put that into the pull pool. We'll get it sleeved at the end of the video. No worries. We got a Leafeon, and we got our Dark Energy, not hollow. Oh, well. The wishes of getting all 8 of the energies holographic, those are gone. But okay. Moving on to the next pack. But yeah, like I said, just be patient. All this stuff will become obtainable. You'll be able to get it. It'll be okay. And right now... one of the best things you can be doing is just buying singles. I mean, there's a lot of singles on the market that are... I wouldn't focus on anything modern or anything too modern, but you go back a few years, few sets, few generations, there's a lot of stuff that's still very obtainable within reason, and you just buy it, and you don't have to worry about potentially pulling good stuff out of a pack. You just have what you want. It's crazy. You can buy the singles. It's cool. But let's even so. All right, we got 3 more packs. Let's see if we can keep the luck rolling. We got a Sylveon, we got an Execute, and we got a Jolteon with a Psychic Energy. Not holographic, not going in the special side pool for me, but oh well, that's okay. Maybe we'll get one more by the end of the video. We got Umbreon and Espeon on this pack here, the penultimate pack, second to last pack. Like I said, you guys, leave a like, subscribe, check out the Rattle Discord. Let me know what you guys think about all these sets. What's your favorite set? What's your favorite card? What's your favorite Pokemon? Anything Pokemon related, let me know in the comments down below. Let's see if we can get lucky here. All right, come on. We got a code card for you guys. Let me know what you're getting from the code card. All right, we got a Badoo. I absolutely despise this card. Anybody that plays competitively or even just semi-competitively or even casually, this is a menace. With 30 HP, it's like, oh, that's not very much HP. You can get that knocked out pretty easily. Yes, that's true. But if it has a Bravery Charm on it, then it has 80 HP, and now it's not as easy to knock out. Not only that, free attack does 10 damage, and now you can't play any item cards. And it has free retreat. This is busted. This is terrible. I can't stand that card. Get it out of my face. All right, we got Execute. We got Screamtail. We got Janine's Secret Art. Regigigas. Can we get another Pokeball reverse? Yes, please. We got Riolu here. That's pretty awesome. Now, this artwork looks great. And with the way the, texturing and the hollow foil is in the artwork, that looks super awesome. I love this. All right, this is definitely a pull in the pull pool. We got Black Belt's Training and a Giacomo. How do you guys say it? I say Giacomo. And then we got a non-hollow energy. All right, pretty cool. We got ourselves a full art. Discard special energy from each of your opponent's Pokemon. This could be really, really good, especially since the upcoming meta, is probably going to be filled with some things from Destined Rivals, right? Destined Rivals has Team Rocket's Pokemon, and there's a card where it's a Team Rocket's energy, and it provides 2 energy, 1 psychic and 1 dark, at the same time as long as it's attached to a Team Rocket's Pokemon. And if you have Giacomo, or Giacomo, or however you guys say it, then you can just discard that special energy, and there's no way of recycling special energy in the format right now. So yeah, that's pretty bad. That's really good. That's good. Okay, we got 1 pack remaining. Wish us some luck. Last pack magic. Let's see if we can get something crazy. If there's a God pack here, that would be nuts. That would be the end all be all of every SPC, right? Anybody opening an SPC, last pack magic, hit the God pack, that would be nuts. But we're not gonna hold too much hope. Either way, let me know what you guys think. Leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff, and wish me some luck. All right, not a God pack. All right, I was hoping we could turn it around and just everyone be like, oh no. Okay, we got Pupitar, we got Bronzor, we got Janine's Secret Art, Regigigas, Lacey, not too bad. We got Bronzor, How about a Master Ball? We haven't seen a Master Ball. That would be okay. No Master Ball, fine. That's fine. And a Sylveon. Okay, no Hollow Energy. All right. Even so, you know, we got 15 packs. We got a bunch of awesome hits. We got some Pokeballs. We got the special illustration rare Ogerpon. That's pretty sick. And a bunch of cool evolutions, Prime Catcher. I'm not mad about this box. It was a great box, but let me know what you guys pull from yours, and I'll see you guys in the next video.